baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad. You with no cap, only got one, so you better go live it up. Cash in the bag, stadium packed. Baby, I'm bad, baby, I'm bad. I got cash in the bag, stadium packed. Better rocks on the side, live it up, time to get back. Baby, I'm bad. I just wanna get caught up in this life, I'm crazy, I'm mad.
Hey, what's good? Good evening, everybody. And for another episode of Trill After Dark, I am Black, and I would like to let her introduce herself, the queen of the Trill, aka Cecilia Robinson, aka CC, aka Cecilia Robinson. Could you go ahead and introduce yourself, ma'am?
Hey, I'm Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson, aka Cece. Hey, y'all, what's good? How y'all doing? Hey, Chad. Hello. Hey.
Hey, I want to give a fat shout out to all the members that's coming through and showing love. Shout out to the brother D21519. Salute to the Queen Fatima Johnson. Shout out to my brother D McGee in the building. Shout out to the Queen Crystal Gale. Crystal Gale, is it Crystal or Crystal Gale? I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. Shout out to Tawanda Griffin. Thank y'all so much for coming through and showing love. Salute to everybody that's coming through and been in here. CC. What's been good with you? What you had going on this week? What's been going on in your life this week?
Everything. I just been enjoying life. Let me see. Got my daughter a new car. That was this week. Yeah, got her a new car. One of my kids. My grandbaby graduated. Had another child graduate. Uh, shit. I went to Whole Foods.
Oh, did I miss you? Shout out to Kelly Jean. Salute to you, Kelly Jean. I
Hey,
see you. I
Kelly.
see you. Pamela Stace. I see you. I see y'all. I see y'all in the building. Thank y'all so much. You know what I'm saying? We got another great episode. CC told some great stories. You said you got your one of your grandbabies graduated. How does that feel? Look, I'm gonna go with that for a little bit. How does that feel being somebody's grandmother? You know what I'm saying? I see you got grandkids and you got these tremendous stories that we're gonna talk about. Some great ones that happen. What's your life like being a grandmother, transitioning from all the other stuff that you had going on before you went in?
Um, I have this little man. I have two grandsons. And they're so smart and they look like me. When you a parent, listen, when you a grandparent, it's your chance to correct every damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Correct everything. I love my grandson. My grandsons are, these are the men of the family. I have all daughters, and these the only boys. So it's like they just dope. That's just dope. And I look at my grandchildren different than the way I look at my children because I grew up with my children, and as a grandma, I'm a grandma, to hear these little people calling me granny or just the whole process was like my last daughter who had the baby, me being at the hospital and me being able to be there and see him when he came out, this little demon, because he came out all willy-nilly and shit. And I went to check on her, go to a doctor's appointment with her, and I end up staying 5 months to make sure she was able to transition into motherhood properly. And then it's just a lot. Or me picking up grandkids and taking them to school, or it's wild. It's wild. I still can't believe it. It's like, yo, and they look like me.
You just said some crazy stuff. Shout out to my brother Boxing Fan 4. He said wipe your feet and hit the like button. You said for when one of your grandchildren were born, you stayed 5 months.
I stayed 5 months. I made sure my daughter was able to transition into motherhood. She was a new mom. So first of all, I don't even think she realized she had a baby. Reason being, she was so far along when we found out she was pregnant, and if she hadn't came to me visit me, she still wouldn't have known she was pregnant until she delivered. It was just a weird ass time. but I had to make sure she transitioned. I had to teach her how to hold the baby, how to feed the baby. You know what I'm saying? The different soothing mechanisms. You know, despite what anybody think about me, you know, a lot of people like she wasn't on my. You a motherfucking lie. I was a mama. You know what I'm saying? I don't listen. In college, my children were in class with me doing lectures. You know, I'm the mama at the chili. I'm at every competition, basketball game. You know, my kids went to a inner city school, so I'm the parent who's gonna show up for the whole basketball team. While the other kids getting their little food and all I'm buying pizzas, shoes, uniforms. I'm taking the trips. I'm gonna be there. I was a mom, you know. So I mean, that was my life, and so I had to show her how to do it all over. And now she got that shit down pat. She could do it in her sleep. So it's like that's listen, that's a badge of honor. You muted Black.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. I think I always love to hear, you stayed 5 months. You went out there to just check on her and make sure she was all right, and you stayed for 5 months to transition her into motherhood. First of all, I mean, everybody can't do that, or they only special people can do that, can just take off and do that and change their life around for their children. But you seem to do that quite frequently and with ease. Shout out to my brother Phenomenal Mexican. Phenomenal Mexican. For whatever reason, when y'all do that deal like that, I can't put you on the screen. It's crazy. But Phenomenal Mexican says, CC Black got you drinking pineapple smoothies and shopping at Whole Foods. Damn, 3 months as a member, time sure does fly.
I
Don't waste your
swear.
time, people. Yeah, you got a blue star. You got a blue star. You the first blue star I've seen.
Yeah, listen, to my members who have those colorful stars, the ones who signed up for the membership and stuck around, I appreciate you so much. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you so much, and I hope y'all are enjoying the stories that's inside the membership.
I'm going to talk a little bit about that, but one of the questions I do see in the chat, Lark Kemp, I guess she asked, "Hey CC, how did you become a boxing manager?" I don't know where she seen that at or how she knew you was a boxing manager. What's up, Courtney Nicole? I see you. I don't know how she seen that, but she asked, "How did you become a boxing manager?"
I really don't even want to talk about boxing. So you guys, a lot of you guys don't know, I do a boxing podcast every morning, Monday through Friday. I'm on with Black and 7-8, and I do boxing. I deal with a lot of boxers. How I became a boxing manager through Freeway Rick Ross. Um, I managed Freeway Rick Ross, and initially I was just doing the business part of boxing, and I have a in boxing, you have to be a bully. You can't be a pushover. You know, so I stepped in, I seen some things that wasn't right. I didn't appreciate it. So I started going there, rearranging things around, and that's how I became it.
Girl, you was amazing. What don't you do? What don't you do?
I mean, I'm good at running shit. Like I'm good at running a show. You know, I'm good at that. So I mean, it came hand in hand with my business, with me managing the artists and me managing the influencers, like corporate. You know what I'm saying? I do good PR work. I do good management. I shit. People seek me out.
How big of a transition was that for you? Like transitioning from, because you like you said, you naming all these people. A lot of people didn't even know you work with them. You know what I'm saying? You work with Rick Ross, of course. He was his manager. In corporate is huge. I don't know. A lot of people don't know corporate. Y'all just did some amazing stuff this past week. How big is that transitioning from from being behind the scenes with them where nobody even knows, what you got going on or what you're doing unless they talk to you by booking them or something like that? How big is that transition from that to you being out in the forefront and dealing with all these people and talking to all these people and everybody knowing your name and getting on airplanes and people flagging you down and all this other stuff that's happening in your life?
Normally I'm the person who everybody knows that I can connect the dots. You know what I'm saying? So I'm known that way. But for me to be bigger than some of my clients, it's a difference. It's like, damn. You know what I'm saying? On one hand, I feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of my clients tell me like, this is where you belong. You know, I have a large personality. They like, this is where you belong, especially the ones that have been knowing me for years. And then sometimes I feel bad. It's like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm bigger than some of my clients. It's just I'm bigger than some of my clients. I have huge clients, and then I have clients that's not so huge, but I feel bad sometimes. It just is what it is.
Why
You
do
know
you
what I'm
feel
saying?
bad? I don't understand that.
Because listen, when you running a business, you supposed to be all about that business. But I am a product as well. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the times, even before, like even back then, because I've been in doing the music shit for 20 years, over 20 years. Even back then, I always put myself on the back burner and put everybody before me. And when I finally put myself first, I just feel guilty a little bit because I'm not focused 150% on somebody else. You know what I'm saying?
Had you ever done that? Have you ever put yourself in the back burner? I mean, had you ever put yourself to the forefront and try? Is this the first time that you doing this? I guess is what I'm trying to ask you. The first time where you are the spearhead of your own shit and your own brand and stuff like that, the face of it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Even when my books and stuff first came out, I was going through so much turmoil at the crib. I couldn't even appreciate having books and shit out. You know what I'm saying? Even going on tour, I'm on tour with J.M. Benjamin. These are my friends now, even to this day. Zane, I'm on tour with all these people. Wahida Clark, I'm on tour with all these people. Michelle Fletcher, that was the head of my publishing company. That's who I was signed to, and I mean, just all these people, I could not appreciate it because I had bullshit going on. You gotta understand, I have a big personality, and I have so many qualities, but I found myself being in positions where a lot of people like dimming my light so they can shine. You know what I'm saying? So I got so used to that. It's like I'm just fall back. Let me push everybody else. I know. Listen, I'm a great leader, but I can lead from the back. You know what I'm saying? I know how to get your ass to where you need to be. Because I can sit there. I have sight for it. You know what I'm saying? I can sit there and I can tell you the direction you need to go. You know what I'm saying? And it's like I didn't feel like dealing with a lot of things that came along with being in the front. You know, and so I just got tired of it. And then I had you in 7-8, like, man, fuck all that. Fuck all that. Fuck all that. And then shit turned up.
Yeah, I mean, I always saw that on you. I mean, I never like when I first, got to know you or whatever the case may be, and I first met you and stuff like that. I always saw you as a person of interest. You know what I'm saying? And like an igniter. You know what I'm saying? And I always seen that was where you belonged. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, I never looked at you no other way. You know what I'm saying? Until we actually had a real rapport with one another and got to meet one another and having conversations, and I actually got to see how involved you was in other people's lives and making them, making them rich, making them getting them deals and shit like that, and all kind of shit. And I'm like, damn. And so, but at the same time, I was like, well, she's cool with just being a soldier. You know what I'm saying? You cool with being a boss and you cool with being a soldier, which is the characteristics of a great leader. You know what I'm saying? A boss, a true leader can not only lead, but he or she can also be a great soldier, because that's also leading as well. That's also showing other soldiers how to be soldiers. You leading by example as well as giving great direction. So I always thought that about you, which was crazy. But I want to go back to that, but what you just said about your books and stuff like that, because that was some of the things that popped out in some of the stories this week in a couple of your stories. Shout out to my brother Phenomenal Mexican. He said, like Black always says, bosses make other bosses. Ain't no question. And if y'all wondering like where Phenomenal Mix can get all this stuff from, he listened to me and CC on in boxing and stuff like that. A lot of these guys come from boxing. But listen, you said you said that you was doing all this stuff, all this fabulous stuff, um, which you were writing books and all this other stuff, going on tour with all these well-known authors and stuff like that, doing book signing and things like that. Before we get into the actual prison stories, what was that like? What was that like? Did you know them? Okay, were you familiar with them people that write books like that before, or did you just because I know you I heard your story on how you started writing books. You just started writing on that Facebook contest or whatever the case may be.
No, it was my
Look,
homework
okay.
assignment.
Yeah, okay, your homework assignment. So that's what I'm saying. So these people like a lot of these names and stuff that you threw out, these people like love their books, they love their work. Did you know them people or were you familiar with them at that time?
I was familiar with my shit. I read all they fucking books.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I done read books. I've read books. I've read books. I've read books. I mean, that was the thing to do. Shit, you used to get the little magazines and you tear them out. Either you gonna order some CDs or you gonna order some books, the hood books, you know. But my writing teacher, Mr. Wash, he was getting ready to put me out of fucking school, and he told me, you know, you have a chance to pass in my class. I was in the GED program. He told me I was Kennedy King College when they was on 69th and Vincennes. He told me, well, Wentworth. He told me, he said, you got a chance to pass my class. He said, I need you to write me a short story. You know what I'm saying? He's saying, turn it in to me. I believe it's next Tuesday. You know what I'm saying? If you could do that, it was on a Tuesday. If you turn it in to me on next Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? You'll pass my class. And shit, I went to the crib and I'll never forget. I'll never forget telling my it's crazy what pain will make you do. You know what I'm saying? I remember telling the dude who I was dealing with, like, my teacher said, go ahead and write a book. I don't think people, wait, before I even say that, I don't think people understand. In order for me to go to school, I had to fight. I didn't go to high school. You know what I'm saying? So in order for me to go to school, when I went to go back and get my GED, like everything was a fight. I had to take my kids to school with me because I wouldn't have nobody to watch them. Even when I went to college, you know what I'm saying? Literally, the fucking security put a restraining order on certain people so they could not come up to the school and fuck with me so I can learn. I was so beat down in fucking life that I had just absolutely, I couldn't see past nothing. I just knew how to survive. You know, so when I at that point in time when the teacher told me that shit, it's like I was selling drugs in the studio. I didn't give a fuck. I did not see myself getting no GED, none of this shit. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I was just doing something. I promise you, I was just coasting. I just needed a new area to sell drugs. I stayed in the hallway most of the time. It just is what it is. I stayed in the hallway most of the time because I was selling weed inside the fucking school. You know what I'm saying? And like this one day, didn't have no weed, so I went to class, and my teacher was a fucking male chauvinist. He was he could not stand women, and they put me in his motherfucking classroom. You know what I'm saying? And he tell me that shit. He said, "You fell in my class." He said, "You fell in my class beautifully." He told me, he say, "Listen," he said, "I'm gonna give you an opportunity to pass." He say, "You write me a short story." He said, "If you could turn it into me," and he did not believe in me. You know what I'm saying? He, and I feel like he did that to make me believe in myself. I feel like that, you know, and I'll tell you why I feel like that in a few. But I went to the crib and I told the dude I was doing when I say, my teacher said, you know, why don't you go ahead and write a book? And this motherfucker told me, he's too fucking stupid to write a book. Who gonna read some shit you who gonna read something? And it's like I was so fucking blue. I wrote that motherfucker book and I wrote it well. I wrote it well. So when I went back to that damn school on that Tuesday and I turned it in, I turned it in to him.
Wait. I want to stop you right there. So the person that you was dealing with, he didn't believe in you. He said when you said that your assignment was to write a book or to write a short story, he said, who the fuck gonna read your shit? You know, that shit dumb. And so to that was a fire that was lit up under your ass to write that shit swell, or was that already just in you to do that?
No, it's like, who the fuck are you? Yeah, everything. Listen, I have so many accomplishments. I have a shoe line. I have a business. I get artists, big artists, marijuana deals. Like I'm marijuana. It's so many avenues to me, but everything I have is because the motherfucker said I couldn't do it. He told me like, and he looked me directly in my eyes with his blood stained eyes because he was high. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck gonna read something you write? Like, you're too fucking stupid to do that and dismiss me. Thank you. Thank you.
Was that response that was inside of you? Was that rage? Was that anger? Was that just vigor? What was the response? What ignited that inside of you?
It was anger. It was rage. It was despise. I hated him. Like who the fuck are you? And and I had to realize people will say any fucking thing to you to keep you down because the motherfucker don't want to see you pass them up. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker want to keep you right there, either beside them or behind them. Don't nobody want to see you get ahead. I mean, people want to see you get ahead, but a person like that don't want to see you get ahead. You know what I'm saying? They don't want you doing better than them. I've dealt with this shit my whole life. You know what I'm saying? I've dealt with this shit my whole life, and I look back at some of the shit and just laugh at it like, ha! And I look at how motherfuckers bow down to me at this point because you gon' see me. You gon' fucking see me. You gon' see me. And I'm gonna shine as bright as possible. Let me tell you, I turned that fucking assignment in. I turned it in on that Tuesday. And at this point in time, Facebook had notes. You know what I'm saying? They had something called notes. So he said, I want you to upload the first couple of chapters on notes. You know, I said, okay. He said, I want the world to read this. And at that point in time, I only had like 536 friends on Facebook. I'm like, oh, okay. I put that shit on them notes, and motherfuckers started sharing the notes. And the following like Friday, it was like a Friday. It had to be like Friday. I'm just gonna say Friday. I went to go check my messages on Facebook, and I had publishing company after publishing company after publishing company. Like, yo, we want you. I had people that I only read about reaching out to me. And it's like that did something to me. It did something to me. You know what I'm saying? It was like, okay, bitch, you can do this. And then when my publishing deal came, when motherfuckers listen, when that paperwork came and motherfuckers realized this bitch really did that. It's crazy. Motherfuckers don't believe in you. But when it comes down to it, like when shit start getting real and they start saying, oh, this bitch is somebody, you know what I'm saying? Or this bitch can possibly, motherfuckers want to take credit for what you do. So, oh man, I don't think y'all understand. Listen, the shit was so real. After I did, did the first little tour or whatever, I'm in Chicago. Like, motherfuckers did everything they could to make my tour miserable. Followed me on it, all type of shit. That's one. Another thing, I had got a manager, a PR. Everybody's reaching out, like, yo, they want to catapult me with my career. My books are doing good. I was moving along fast. I mean, they was fast tracking the fuck out of me. So I end up like I had never seen myself with makeup or none of this shit. You know what I'm saying? When I was a stripper, I didn't wear makeup. So
when did you start wearing? This is the first time you start wearing makeup when you writing books.
Yeah, and the reason I started wearing the makeup was because I had got a modeling contract for Alizé. I was gonna be the face of Alizé in Chicago. And believe it or not, a motherfucker took a barbell and hit me in my fucking face and broke the bones in my face.
Why did they do that?
Who the fuck wants to see you leave them? To start to throw a monkey wrench in my plan. Listen, out of all the stuff that happened to my face and shit, like I only have 3% vision in my right eye. You know what I'm saying? That's because a motherfucker hit me in my face. It would have broke my shit. You know what I'm saying? Just so I couldn't go model. Man, I was thin, I was cute, especially when I'm dead up. I'm her. You know what I'm saying? And then, another thing, we was in a restaurant. We triggered it. We was in a restaurant eating, and it's like people sitting over. You know, we in a restaurant and shit. We eating, and people looking at me and shit. People looking at me because we went out after my shoot, and it was supposed to be a celebration. You know what I'm saying? And so people looking at me, and I'm thinking like, man, you know, I did all this game banging and shit. I probably gonna have to throw some hands. I got my babies with me. It's like, man, this shit. What is this? All the time, it was some chicks and some dudes. When they get up and shit, they come over and like, hey, ain't you the girl who wrote the book? And I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then I'm seeing how the motherfucker who I'm with looking at me. You know what I'm saying? Looking like I try to brush that shit off, and I try to, you know what I'm saying, like shoot them away in a sense, like, yeah, you know, thanks for the support or whatever. And it's, you know, try to get back. Motherfuckers like, man, I got the book in the car. Can I get your autograph? And all? Oh, that autograph is what did it. The autograph is what sent motherfuckers over the edge. So it's like, shit.
Hey, big shout out to the homeboy Banky Pound in the building.
Hey, Banky.
Salute to Banky. What's up, man? He said, big love, CC and Black. He said that boy Devin was cold last night. 100 salute.
Yes, he was.
Yeah, and Banky, and yeah, I ain't gonna let your ass slide that easy. You got to come see me tomorrow on Instagram. Come see me tomorrow on Instagram, because you know what you said, and you know it's up. You know it's up. You know it's up. Don't come here South Shoeing and shit. Salute to Banky Brown. That's my homeboy. Banky Pan. Salute and shout out to the queen, Tanisha, Lady Elegant. She said, hey, queen, the stories keep getting better. I'm hyped, LOL. So what advice would you give a fellow writer when it's time to find publishing?
Don't find publishing. Do self-publishing. Publish that shit yourself. Believe it or not, Tanisha, hit me up. I'll give you your lead. You know what I'm saying? Me personally, I don't advise anybody to go sign no publishing deal with nobody unless they offer you a big ass advance. You know what I'm saying? That's one. Two, you don't have to go work for no fucking body when you can have your own company. So it's believe, trust me, you can do this shit with a minimum amount of money, or you can do this shit without anything. But don't go sign with nobody.
Hey, shout out to the brother Phenomenal Mexican. He came back. He said, Trill taught me stop surviving and start living.
Absolutely.
Wow. That's dope, man. That's dope. Salute to the young homie Phenomenal Mexican. I mean, you just laid on a lot, you know what I'm saying? And I want to get back a little bit to, you know, the whole situation on what was happening out there, because before we get into the stories, I want people to really understand how far you went as a what's up 7-8? How far you actually went as a writer. You know what I'm saying? And I know that this was a real rough time because you was dealing with a lot, because when I hear this part of your story, it seems this is the craziest part. When you're actually utilizing your gifts, you know what I'm saying? And you at the height of what some would say your prime, you in the prime of your beauty, like you say, you figure you thin, you know, you the model from Alizé, you get modeling contracts, you getting actual modeling contracts, you writing books, getting major publishing deals, you going on tour with some of the biggest writers in the game. So a lot of people will look at that as your prime, you know what I'm saying? But in the same sense, you getting beat down, told you nothing, getting blocked, getting hit in the face, getting disfigured and shit like that. And how do you overcome that? How do you overcome that? And what is that like, you know, you don't have to go into detail of what everything that was happening, but what is that like? You know, when everybody thinks that you have the world at your feet, but and you in the greatest time of your life, but you really going through all this adversity. What is that like?
It's miserable. When you somewhere you don't belong, you're miserable. You know what I'm saying? So uh you can't appreciate the blessings you have. It's just like somebody setting your ass on fire but putting you in a field of lilies. You're not gonna be able to appreciate them motherfucking lilies. You know what I'm saying? You too busy trying to put out the fucking fire. And I mean, shit, you just you just got to keep going. You don't stay in hell. You just got to keep going, trying to figure out. I was just trying to figure out, how do I get myself out this situation. You know what I'm saying? I have been in this situation. You got to understand it. I didn't just get with a person. Look, I don't know what it is about me. I feel like I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? I'm very, very blessed. Like if I look like everything I've been, I would be one fucked up looking bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like I heal like no other. You know what I'm saying? I heal. But it's like my mom used to do this shit to me. So it wasn't nothing that's hurtful when I had got used to it. But I just knew, man, fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I knew. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna get the fuck away from you and shit on you. That I just know that. I mean, you cannot do nothing to me. You might do some shit to me sometimes, but you can't keep doing it to me. I'm not gonna allow you to. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna make sure you see every motherfucking thing. And it's gonna hurt you to your core because you're gonna want to part in that and you will not have it. You will not. You will not. It's motherfuckers in this world, I won't even say their name. And they hate it. They hate it. They hate it. You don't deserve that. You will forever remain nameless. You will forever, ever. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a shock to a motherfucker if people know they have ties to me. Nah, you don't get that part. You don't get no type of glory, no shine.
Shout out to the brother Winston Demanuel. Salute to you, brother. And I can't, for whatever reason, I can't put that. It's not allowing me to put the green statements on there, but it can be seen in the chat. Everybody in the chat sees it lit up the green. He said, salute to the Queen CC and salute Black. He said, I really appreciate you telling your life stories. You are a true and real boss. Much love from New Orleans, Louisiana.
I appreciate you.
And a shout out to the Queen, Tawanda Griffin. And she says, a rose growing through the concrete.
Salute, Queen.
Look, CC, and like I said, I'm not going to go to get into much more depth on that particular part of your life, but I do want to know, before we go into this prison stuff, at what point do you stop bowing? Because it seems like, you know, you took a lot of shit, you know, you took a lot of burdens and a lot of pain and shit on. At what point do you stop bowing and you start standing?
When you gotta realize people ain't shit. When I at first I used to feel like, check this out. I'm not one of those chicks. No, I'm not a conceited chick. So I used to wear hats to cover my face because I've always been told I was ugly. You know what I'm saying? So I used to wear hats to pull my, you know, to hide my face. Or I had to realize it's not the message, it's the messenger. Like, you a piece of shit. Like, what makes you worthy? What gives you that privilege to be able to tell me some shit? You know what I'm saying? Or tell me about me, or try to make me feel less than what I am, when in all reality, you're not shit. So I had to realize who the fuck I was. I had to really get in the mirror and love me more. I had to really say, fuck everybody. I had to love me more. And when I started loving me more, that's when I started realizing, you ain't shit. Get the fuck away from me. Get the fuck away from me. What qualifies you to tell me some shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trash. You're absolute trash. You wish you could be me. You know what I'm saying? It's so many motherfuckers wish they could be me or be in my position that they try to come over here, like try to bring me down or some shit like this. Like, boy, fuck you and your mother. You know what I'm saying? Bitch, fuck you and your mom. It's like, who the fuck are you? And that's my, at this point, like I've been this way. At this point, I've been this way 18 years. You cannot, you cannot, you know what I'm saying? You cannot take nothing away from me. I got. If God gave it to me, don't get mad at me, get mad at God. You weren't worthy of this. You weren't worthy. You know what I'm saying? You was not worthy of the shit I have. That's for me. And a lot of people don't even realize they hate on me so motherfucking much that they block their own blessings. You block your blessings hating on somebody else. It's like, get the fuck out of here. Bye, Kelly. I can't hear you, Black.
I said salute to Kelly. I said salute to Kelly Jean and salute to Fire. Salute Fire. I know I seen all y'all saying that, y'all. But listen, CC, I gotta get back on this because you start telling these stories, and in the stories you in one of these stories you get your books. You know what I'm saying? You get your books. The books are introduced to the prison, and people really recognize who you are. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think a lot of people, even throughout these stories, you never really even revealed that because this is only the prison portion of your life. So at this point, nobody knew you were a celebrity and you had 9 books out and you were one of these, writers and shit like that. And what was that like? What was that like when people started to recognize you for who you were, opposed to all? I guess you at this point you've been in prison over a year. You know what I'm saying? You've been in jail and prison for over a year. So people just been treating you like another inmate, and then you really starting to come into who you really are. People recognizing you for who you are in prison. What is that like?
It's like light at the end of a tunnel. You know what I'm saying? It was. I enjoyed myself when I was locked up. I'm not gonna say every day was fucking bad or no shit like that, because it's not. Prison is what you make it. Jail is what you make it. But for me to be recognized for who I really am, it's amazing. It's like I got my flowers. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's really me. I ain't gotta lie. I am who I say I am. Like, even right now, you know what I'm saying? Even right now, when I talk to the people that's locked up and they telling me like how proud of me they are, I told y'all this. But we already knew it. We knew it. We knew it. But this was really my life. This is really my life. So now y'all know for sure who I was. You know what I'm saying? It's just that extra confirmation. I feel like I won an award. I promise you I did. I felt like I could hear those silent cheers and motherfuckers just looking at me different. I'm telling you, my whole fucking stay was amazing. It was amazing.
What's up, DMV sister?
Hey,
and shout out to Miss Caramel Pooh. CC, I gotta ask you, because excuse me, because you be sitting in there, you sit in there and you listen. Were you always that person to talk and be like, I got this? Because when you in jail, you be talking, people be talking, and or were you just listening to people? Were you just listening to people tell their own stories and stuff like that? What kind of person were you in jail? Were you the person that was like, man, we was out there balling and telling your stories, or were you the type of person that you know what I'm saying, didn't tell your story and just listen to everybody else?
I felt like up in there, I felt like I felt like only everybody didn't need to know who I was. You know what I'm saying? Everybody did not need to know my story. If you knew, you knew. You know what I'm saying? When everybody's sitting around and yeah, man, like I said, everybody was the biggest drug dealer. Everybody was a queen pin. Everybody had the flyest bitch or the dopest nigga. Everybody had the longest hair and all this other shit. Everybody caught flights here and all this other shit. I just sit there and listen because I really know the places I've been. So if your shit ain't lining up with what I got going on, I ain't trying to listen to that shit.
I need to stay right here for a little bit, because you just really just threw some shit out there that I didn't even think about, but I'm really interested. Shout out to the brother No Kidneys Kevin. Oh, that's Mozzie. Yeah. Okay, salute to Mozzie. What's up, Mozzie? He said, I ain't no shit. but call your local radio station and request body by Poe. CC, what's up? Salute to Mozzie.
Salute to you, Mozzie. How you feeling?
Look, I gotta ask you this, CC, because you just brought some shit up. Like in prison, in male prison, you know what I'm saying? Dudes be capping. You know what I'm saying? All the dudes had the biggest whips. All the dudes had the flyest rides and the biggest mansions, the baddest girls. They was at the bar, buying out the bar. They was, buying tables and doing this and sitting on acres. And the dudes be capping to the max. You know what I'm saying? They ran all of the gangs and ran all the blocks. And it's something inside of me. I have to know this. How do girls cap?
The same damn way.
Okay, but I need to get in detail because I ain't no bitch. The girls can't be it cannot be the same. Like as far as like, well, I sold all the dope. I controlled the block. Everything had to go through me. I'm the leader of the gang. How do girls cap? What's be specific when you just be catching bitches lying like that bitch? What is that like? What is that? What are they doing?
Shit, motherfuckers talking about. Check this out. The one bitch, Barbie. You know what I'm saying? This bitch, her teeth was so brown.
Barbie, which one is this? What story is this?
This was the white bitch who
that you was in the cell with.
That dipped her toothbrush in the toilet.
Okay, go ahead.
Her teeth was so fucking brown, and the bitch gonna tell me she was a queen bee. I mean, you was doing the same thing. No, the fuck we wasn't. She told me she was a queen pen. First of all, who calls themselves a queen pen? Who, bitch, you know Griselda? You know what I'm saying? And you talking about you had now. I'm not getting ready to. If you know me, you know me. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of things about me. It's a lot of things are fucking about me. You know what I'm saying? I'm really a street girl. So I know what I know. You know what I'm saying? But she telling me, yeah, I used to supply all the drugs for this, that, and the third. Yet you in here for stealing your clients. You had a job, bitch. You in here for stealing your clients' prescriptions. Huh? That's not a queen pen. Bet you was still not now. You stealing the prescriptions and you were using them. You wasn't selling them. Now, like I said, I'm a street girl. I don't work no motherfucking job. You know what I'm saying? Only time I worked the motherfucking job when I came home and I had to, and the day I got out, a couple of days before I got off motherfucking parole, I quit. You're not gonna hold me down. Bet you had a job. And you was stealing that lady prescriptions. You know what I'm saying? We are not the same. We're not the same. And your motherfucking teeth are brown. And you still, you been here. Bet you been here. You know what I'm saying? You still got on motherfucking sweet potatoes. Sweet potatoes are state shoes. Them all-purpose shoes. Bitch, well, where's the money at? Where's your shit at? And you talking about all these motherfucking people you got outside and how you still running shit from the... How? You running shit the wrong way, baby. I'm gonna tell you something. I was dealing with a dude. I wasn't dealing with him like that, but I used to deal with him. You know what I'm saying? He had, not only did he send me money every week, he had the bitch he was fucking with send me money. She used to be one mad ass bitch. I don't care. Thank you. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? I haven't got into those stories. I haven't got to that part, but I'm just saying, bitch, you talking about you running shit from in here, but you hurt. None of your friends is even looking out. Let's be realistic. You know what I'm saying? When I started fucking with the bitch I was fucking with up in there, I'm even better. The fuck are you talking about? What are you saying? We're not the same.
I mean, so that's what I'm saying. That's like a thing. Like I heard you say that in a couple of stories, bitches, people saying, oh, I'm running shit in the streets, like, and all this other shit. How are they running shit in the streets? What are they doing? What are they saying that's in regards to like a dude, when a dude is saying that, he's still running traps, he still got traps bumping, and the homies is sending him his money from his traps and all this other shit, or he might have some businesses or something like that out there. What are these people claiming that they got going on out in the streets that's sending them money? What are they saying, these women?
Well, some of them, they used to go up and down, they was getting money all the time. They had sugar daddy. So you out there fucking with old ass men. You know what I'm saying? And that's who's taking care of you, because he's waiting on your ass to come home. You promised your pussy to him when you came home. You got to understand something. And this is some real life stuff, and I need y'all to remember this. If you are a king or a queen pin, all this other shit, listen, when you go to jail and you this king pin and this queen pin, your ass just go to jail alone. You go to jail fucking alone. You know what I'm saying? I was the sole breadwinner for my family. My family was me and my children. You know what I'm saying? I went to fucking jail. I had more money than anybody around me, other than Fat Boy. You know what I'm saying? Fat Boy was in fucking jail. Now, I had looked out for some people when I was out. The dude who I just spoke about, that motherfucker, he did some shit. He did some shit that he shouldn't have done before I went to jail, and it fucked up some of my money. You know what I'm saying? But I swear, that motherfucker stayed sending me money, made sure I had shoes, made sure I had socks, made sure I had everything outside of the chick I was dealing with. You know what I'm saying? He kept money on my books, made sure he always picked up the phone. I won't give a fuck if he fucking in the bed. He's picking up the phone. You know what I'm saying? He did that the whole time I was locked up. Now, I don't know nobody now. I couldn't run shit. I can't go in no banks when I'm inside the motherfucking jail. It's just impossible. You know what I'm saying? The closest person to me that I trusted was a fucking 15, 16-year-old kid. And she was working 2 jobs sending me money. And that was my child. So I don't know who the fuck they talking about, what they was doing, but you hurting up in here. You borrowing coffee and motherfucking creamer. Bitch, what are you running? You barely get your phone picked up. What are you running? Like, come on, man. Go the fuck to hell. You know what I'm saying? Everybody want to be bigger than what they fucking are. That's why people hate me right now. Because I am who I am. You know what I'm saying?
Was that a big thing? I mean, it was a big thing in male prison, seeing dudes not get the phone answers. Motherfucker go in line, we in line at the phone, and you see them calling, and they'll hang up and call somebody else and hang up. Then nobody answer and hang up the phone. In the male prison, in the girl prison, it was frequent that people would just not answer the phone and they just kind of go on.
Hell yeah. Listen, motherfuckers be over there all day dialing. What the fuck are you calling? They did not answer the first 10 times. You know what I'm saying? Or you call a motherfucker who just left. You call them and tell them, hey, call this number for me. You know what I'm saying? See if they pick up, and then they pick up, they call. I mean, it's like, it's the same thing. When you go to jail by your motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? You cannot expect anybody outside in the world who not locked up to be there for you. You can't run nothing. You know what I'm saying? People are like, why you ain't contact your kids like that when you was locked up? For fucking what? I can't control no motherfucking kids while I'm in jail. What I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna stress myself. Ain't nothing more crazy than seeing a motherfucker get on the phone trying to tell another motherfucker on the other who out in the world what the fuck to do and what they shouldn't do. That's the craziest shit to me. You know what I'm saying? You bet the fuck not. Bitch, you better pick up. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna fuck you up. In 7 years, you sure will. In 7 years, you sure will. You know what I'm saying? Or they keep calling motherfuckers and they get off that call and then they go sit down and they got an attitude of every fucking body else around because the motherfucker didn't answer the phone. Bitch, leave that man alone. I broke up with every fucking body when I went to jail. I don't want to talk to a soul. When I found this out, I was talking about, I don't want to talk to a soul. You know what I'm saying? You can't, there's nothing you can do. It's nothing you can do. And I'm not, listen, people say I don't look my age because I'm not going to worry my motherfucking self about your shit. It just is what it is. You know, there's nothing I can do. I'm not going to worry about it.
What's up? What's up, Shatoya? Shout out to Shatoya
Hey,
Lynn. And
Shatoya.
hey, CC, then I can relate. I'm gonna say I can relate. You know what I'm saying? As far as like, I do gotta ask you this. Cause you just said some real shit. And people that I want people to notice they got people in jail. And we got a lot of women in here. A lot of women in here.
Pause that. Pause that. Blue. Those, I'm sorry, Black. For the people who asking about the book, at the end of this thing, I'm gonna let y'all know about the books. I got y'all.
Okay. I mean, let me say this. Like you brought up a point, like as long as dude answered the phone, you know what I'm saying, and sent you your bread and stuff like that, you was cool. I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna ask you this because it's important. Because I thought, you know, and a lot of people would like look at me a certain kind of way because in my situation, as long as the girl, I knew some girls they would, you know, go outside and answer the phone. They could be in the bed with another dude. They can go outside. You can hear the crickets and shit in the background. You know what I'm saying? But as long as you call, as long as they answer the phone when you call, and like you said, maybe send some money and put some money on your books, and there you cool.
Lying to yourself.
I mean, I gotta ask you. I mean, I really didn't care, especially when it got to prison time. Maybe in jail you care or something like that. You say you lying to yourself, or did it really matter to you at that point as the bid went on?
Well, I wasn't messing with him no more. I had been stopped messing with him. But here's the thing. He did something when I was messing with him. He did something. He told somebody some shit about me that he should not have. You know what I'm saying? And it fucked up a lot of my money. I had $119,000 out. It fucked up my money. You know what I'm saying? It's like that had nothing to do with you. You should have kept your fucking mouth shut. And so he you know, he felt guilty. It just is what it is. He felt guilty when I was up in there and I couldn't get my money. You know what I'm saying? I went in without my fucking money. So people don't, it's a lot of shit I haven't even, like back into my older prison. So it's a lot of stuff I left out just because it's like, yo, but that whole little bit, you know what I'm saying? That whole little bit, he sent me money. The bitch he was, let me tell you this, the bitch he was messing with sent me money and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? And she hated the shit. I didn't give a fuck. Just send me the money. I don't want them. Now check this out. When I came home, and I'm finna give y'all this. When I came home, you know what I'm saying? Imagine, I don't have anything to do with this dude. So when I came home or whatever, he was in a full-fledged relationship with her. So this one fucking day, I get tagged on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? I came home looking good, you know. I was slim down, my hair skin clear, you know, and I'm everybody, yo, CC home, CC home, CC home. Shit finna get back to work, the bed, this, that, and the third. You know, I came home screaming. I came home making noise. You know, I had touched back down. I'm people trying to figure out which way I'm moving. So this bitch see that I'm home, see him like in a picture or two. Man, I ain't had no more conversations with him since like a month before I got out. I just told him I was getting out. You know what I'm saying? This bitch tagged me on Facebook with pictures of him. Well, her and him, like, yeah, that's my man. And he's trying to lead me to go be with this bitch and all. I was like, whoa. Bitch, I'm in the halfway house. He's not trying to come with me. You know what I'm saying? And then she on there and I'm looking. I had to tell her. I had to tell him. I said, you might want to get your bitch. You know what I'm saying? I say, because she's going to get herself hurt. And it's not about you. It's about you being disrespectful, bitch. I can touch you. You know what I'm saying? I can touch you. I can come to you. I can get to you, bitch. Like, knock it the fuck out. You're not built like that. You know what I'm saying? You play crazy with him because he gonna oh, baby, it's cool. You know how dudes do with that girl. It's cool. Because they want to hit him. Bitch, I will break your jaw. You know what I'm saying? You be talking to this nigga through a wire. Like, and I'm good for that. I will fuck you up. And it's not over him. It's about you tagging me in this dumbass shit. You talking to me about some shit I don't even want. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I did not give a listen. And he should have kept it real when he said the only reason I'm sending this bitch this money because I fucked up her money. That's what he should have said. And that's keep it a buck. He tell her, well, she did a lot of stuff for me. No, motherfucker, fuck what I did for you. You fucked up my money. Tell that part. Tell that part. You know what I'm saying? And now what a bitch at? So what? With a face broke? It's like these people are slow.
Hey, shout out to the Queen, Dr. Nikki. What's up, Dr. Nikki?
Hey, Dr.
NPW,
Nikki.
Procter and Wilder, PhD. Got to read all that. PhD. She said, "Thank you so much. I have 2 sections of freshman comp in the fall, and I want to read your book. I want to read your novels with my students. I wanted to know if buying them from you would give you a bigger cut than if I bought it elsewhere."
What's gonna happen is the second. Hold on, let me get the date for y'all. So y'all will know. Hold on, give me one. Listen, July 9th. July 9th. Y'all hear this. July 9th, the books will be re-released. So you'll be able to get the earlier books as well as the new books. July 9th. And what we're going to do is we're going to do Cash App, send them out. Cash App, send them out. Cash App, send them out. If you feel more comfortable going on Amazon, I'll let you know. Everything will be posted and all the other good shit. And y'all rock out. If you want autographed copies, it'll be via Cash App. If you just want them the other way, you could do them Amazon.
And the question that Dr. Nikki asked is, where do you think you would be if you hadn't got snitched on?
I still be doing what I was doing. I would still be in it.
I have to ask you about this. You know what I'm saying? Because and that's the title of this. You know what I'm saying? A favor in prison, a favor for a favor. And one of your episodes this week, you talked about what's her name? The lady, you're silly, Miss
Wendy.
Miss Wendy, who was a dope ass character to me. I mean, you in one of these episodes, you got a shakedown, and you and Miss Wendy is you didn't know Miss Wendy had turned your cell into what was Miss Wendy doing?
She was selling pills and cigarettes.
And you didn't know this the whole time?
No. I told you she was smooth in the motherfucker. Well, all the CK workers used to be out there sitting down. You know, we used to hang with one another because we were able to stay ourselves and shit. When we playing cards and everything, Miss Wendy right now with a smooth in the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't a problem. None of this shit. She was just smooth as shit.
You didn't know she was selling nothing out of your cell or nothing?
No, because here's another thing. I don't be in nobody's business. And when she's in a cell, normally when she's in a cell, if it's not locked down, I'm not in the cell. You know what I'm saying? So she going up and down to the cell. She could be going to the bathroom. She older. And this is just some shit. She probably taking water pills. You know what I'm saying? Any fucking thing. Miss Wendy ass up there hustling her ass off.
So I'm gonna tell you something. I'm extremely interested in this character, Miss Wendy, because you just kind of said this in passing in another thing. You said that she was a jewel thief.
Yep.
I mean, so I'm really interested in Miss Wendy. Like when you say she was a jewel thief, do you? I mean, what does that even mean? Like people say that shit. Like that shit. Like that's like some movie shit. Like that don't even seem like real. Like, are you saying like Miss Wendy was like a cat burglar, or are you saying that she just would, go in there and like break the pawn shop glass and steal rings? What do you mean she was a jewel thief? What does that mean?
For one, look. For one, I wrote a book about Miss Wendy. You know what I'm saying? I said when she come home, I'm gonna release the book when she come home so I can get her the proceeds. That's one. Two, she need a movie. That motherfucker need a movie, because when I say she's a jewel thief, I mean she go in there, and while your ass is standing there and she picking out pieces, she looked the part. You know what I'm saying? She looked like she could be on Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, some shit like that. Just an older, cool ass auntie.
Like Aunt Viv.
Like Aunt Viv. That's Miss Wendy. You know what I'm saying?
The dark skin Aunt Viv.
Yeah, the dark skin one. So she going up in there with her minks and shit on, and I'm not making this shit up. I done seen her pictures and shit. with her minks and shit. I'm talking about floor length, bitch, cold than a motherfucker with the matching hats and the little muffle things with her hands. I'm talking about raw than a motherfucker. So she going up in there and she's pulling, let me see this piece. And when you look like money, motherfuckers treat you a different way. And by the time the motherfuckers go help somebody else, all they shit is gone. Then she Miss Wendy was cold than a motherfucker. Like I said, I wrote a book on her. And when she come home, I'm gonna release that book and get her the money. That bitch cold. She cold. I don't like telling other people's story, but she cold than a motherfucker. She is one of the most intriguing people that I met up in there. And she raw, she dope. Like if I wasn't me, I don't want to be her. You know what I'm saying? Like if I wasn't me, I wouldn't want to be her. She's just that fucking dope. And it's like it's no problem giving people their flowers. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of those type of people. I'm not a hater. If you got some shit that's dope and I find it dope, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna let you know.
So you saying that you and Miss Wendy would sell these, I know, okay, from these stories. So, and you said that she was so intriguing to you that you actually wrote a book about her.
Yeah.
That you have.
Cause her story, the way the shit happened, like she had been in and out of prison. So the way the stuff happened, it's like, whoa. And then over a timeline, like, you don't know. If y'all never been to prison, when you go to prison, like if you get a dope ass celly that you could vibe with, you motherfuckers stay up all night talking. It's like the dessert. I mean, y'all talk, y'all know one another. You have to know your celly. You know what I'm saying? You got to know who you living with. That's why I was mad as shit. Bitch, you got a whole store and I ain't know. It's not that I wanted anything, but bitch, I need to know. You know what I'm saying?
Wow. I'm even more interested in Miss Wendy. And she's also comical because she walks up to you. This is the funniest shit. She walks up to you. You say, okay, so she gets you, and you're very hard to convince. I'm wondering how she gets you to stick a big wad of tobacco wrapped up in your vagina. and then she got the nerve, she got the audacity to walk up to you with some pills and tell you and ask you, can you sub these up your ass?
With a straight motherfucking face. I could have
talk about that. Tell me about that. That in jail, it's a favor for a favor. Go into that. She said she got. I'm telling y'all, if y'all did not see this story, Miss Wendy come up to CC and say she got some pills in her hands and say, can you shove these up your ass? Go ahead, CC. Tell us about that.
Okay, listen. Female inmates, I just gotta let y'all know it's not uncommon for female inmates to get familiar with their other female in their celly body parts. I'm just letting you know. Sometimes you got to be in a room while you're taking a shit, all type of stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes they need. It's just weird. You know what I'm saying? A motherfucker might get a bump on their pussy. Say, hey, bitch, look down here. What is this? Is this a hair bump? You know what I'm saying? Bitch, this hair right down here. It's weird. You get. To regular people, to civilians, you get uncomfortably familiar with your celly. It just is what it is. Have it go. Miss Wendy, she already came to me with this motherfucking kite that I didn't know she fucking had and asked me to put this shit up in my pussy. I got an attitude because, look, you bringing a letter is not equal to me stuffing some shit in my pussy. You know what I'm saying? It's like, come on, Jay, really? This is what we got to do?
And this was a confusing part to a lot of people in the story. Their kite is tobacco, and kites are letters like the mail that women or the inmates, not just women, inmates send to one another. It's an underground mail system. So kite, but there's a brand of tobacco named Kite.
Right. She had kites. And she poured it in a potato chip bag. She convinced me to do it. You know what I'm saying? I say, yeah. Why did I agree? Let me say, The reason why I agreed to do this for her because she had been bringing me mail. You know what I'm saying? She had been bringing me mail every time this bitch go out. Every time she come back and she pulled some shit out the pocketbook, throw it from under her sleeve. She got some shit for me, and it's like my secrets were safe for her. My secrets were safe for her, and I was cool with that. But then it came a time, and the shakedown was the time that her secrets had to be safe with fucking me. You know what I'm saying? So she had been doing this shit. She had been making sure I was taken care of all this time. Now it was my turn to make sure she was taken care of. Just so happened her motherfucking favor was way bigger than mine. It was way bigger than mine. And y'all, it's some stuff I left out. Listen, Miss Wendy had asthma. So when she used to talk, hey baby girl, she got to catch her breath every motherfucking time. She'll be shaking that motherfucking asthma pump. She'll be shaking that asthma pump. I need you to do this for me. It's like, Miss Wendy, if you don't get the fuck out my face, she get me to put the kite up in me, and I'm irritated because I don't want to do it because I felt like this shit was just beyond belief. You know what I'm saying? It's a fucking potato chip bag, bitch. We ain't got a rubber or nothing. I just got to put a motherfucking potato chip bag up in my pussy. I did it, and I bitched and moaned like a whole little bitch the whole time, even though the shit wasn't bothering me. This is a pussy. Pussies are made for shit like this. It's like a kangaroo pouch. Pussy, you had shit in your... I hear motherfucking keys up in there when I first got locked up. Come on now. It's a squishy ass potato chip bag, but the point was I acted like a bitch the whole fucking time. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So I get up on my bunk and here come Miss Wendy tapping me. You know what I'm saying? What's up? She got a fucking bundle of pills. Miss Wendy, where the fuck you start cheeking your motherfucking meds? You know what I'm saying? You had pills up in here, bitch. You're Griselda now? What's up? You know what I'm saying? She tell me she need me to stick these motherfucking pills up my ass. No, she said I need you to hide these for me. You know what I'm saying? All my pussy is already stuffed, Miss Wendy. This bitch say, but put it in your ass. Ow! My ass. Wait. You know what I'm saying? Then when I tell her I'm not putting the shit up my ass, the bitch say, well, we gotta take them. Take them? You just gonna turn me into a motherfucking drug addict, huh? You just gonna turn me into one, huh? Take them? Come on, man.
Look, shout out to Tawanda Griffin. She said, what's the price for the whole collection of all your books, CC?
Shit, the ones that's gonna be released is gonna be $75.
Look, I like I said, and you know what's crazy is like one of the brothers that watch your stories, he was like, man, he's like Miss Wendy, and this is why this really made me be like, damn, and ask you more about her because I've asked you about Miss Wendy behind the scene, and one of the brothers was like, hey, I think that lady that you talking about is a notorious, world-renowned jewel thief. I was like, she really was a jewel thief. And so that's why I was really, really interested in it. And look, man, I'm gonna tell y'all, if y'all missed these stories this week, you got to go check them out. These were some great stories, very entertaining, very funny. You know what I'm saying? Very, very funny, but very, very entertaining and very necessary for you to hear because CC got some more fire coming next week that y'all don't want to miss. You know what I'm saying? You do not want to miss. You know what I'm saying? CC, go ahead and give us what you got. Some more. You got some more stuff you got to say before we get out of here.
The membership.
Go ahead.
Listen, if y'all are not,
I gotta tell them about that. Y'all are missing two. If y'all missed these past 2 weeks of the memberships, man, y'all missed some dope ass stories. The first one was how I got shot. The first time I got shot. CC, if y'all don't know this, CC been shot multiple times, stabbed multiple times, but she describes the first time she got shot. She tells that story, which is an amazing, super dope ass story. Super, super dope ass story. How I got shot, the first time I got shot, and the second story, the serial killer got my mom. Dope ass stories. Not prison stories, flamethrowers. But I'm sorry, but I had to commend you on those stories, and I wanted to tell you I appreciate you for giving us that.
My members to the thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate all the members. My members, the stories for the membership are not prison stories. Listen, it's so many elements to my life, and a lot of people want to know what makes me up. I know I got with the story I just released about the serial killer. Somebody DM me and was like, "Hey, baby girl, are you all right? You know, are you all right?" And all this. Like, yeah, I'm all right. I had to tell her. She was like, "You're not your bubbly self," and all this. It's like I had to tell her, like, I'm a real person. I'm not a comedian. You know that, right? Like everything. I'm really talking about my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm really, really talking about my life. Even though so a lot of the stuff is funny, but shit, it's real stuff that goes on. You know, so every story ain't gonna be no gut buster on the floor rolling down. No, there's some shit. You know what I'm saying? It's some I've been through a lot. I've experienced a lot, and it makes me who I am. So the membership, the Sea Hive, that content is the part of my life which makes me. So you know I am. So you know why I'm the way I am. You know, so that's what that part is for. I was thinking about putting it in chronological order, but eventually, probably within the next month or two, I'm gonna have another channel, and it's gonna put my life in chronological order, starting from the earliest days on up. And it's a whole different vibe, but you're gonna understand why I am the way I am, and it's gonna share more light. You know, a lot of people just think I just tell YouTube stories. They don't know is I have a business and all this other shit. So y'all tap into the membership.
Yeah, them membership stories been fire as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. From the stripper, the stripper, the strip club stories. Um, it was you just all them stories are hit. All them stories are hitting like a motherfucker, and I really enjoy the membership stories. I mean, I enjoy the prison stories as well, as you heard me talking about Miss Wendy. But and but I also I can't let you go without this. And shout out to Wanda Griffin again coming through and showing love. She said bet, and she dropped her cash app. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying, we're gonna definitely let you know what's up when it's time. To Wanda, salute to you, Queen. I
Salute to
gotta
you.
ask you this. You also you was stunting heavy as a motherfucker on Instagram with cooking food. You was cooking like a motherfucker this weekend. What's up with that? You know, you what you are you kind of you chef boy or a D or what? What is you doing out here?
Listen, I'm just gonna throw this out here. Probably the ain't no probably the early part of next year, I'll be opening a restaurant. Just to let y'all know. But I can cook. People don't know this because I don't say a lot of things about me, but I can cook. I can cook my ass off. So it's like I made some pizza, some jerk pizza and shit, and finally put some of my stuff on IG Black. Black make that go up there, y'all. But it's like it's a lot of elements to me. And one of the I'm gonna have a cooking channel coming. And it's not gonna be prison food, it's actual real food. It's real food that I cook because I can cook good.
Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You cook some bomb ass food. Bomb ass food.
I
You
ain't
know,
this size for nothing, goddamn it. I
yeah,
eat good.
yeah. And y'all don't want to miss that cooking channel. That shit gonna be fire. You understand what I mean? That shit gonna be fire. But Cece, go ahead and give us your closing words, Queen.
Listen, to everybody that tuned in with us tonight, I appreciate each and every one of you guys. To my members, I thank you guys so much. Y'all show me so much love, so much love, so much love. And I thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. Listen, please, 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 can y'all please share the videos? YouTube is hiding my videos. I just got to let y'all know this. You know what I'm saying? So if you share the videos and all that, good. If you can, I appreciate you. If you can't, I still appreciate you. But some of y'all not getting y'all notifications and all this other stuff is because all my videos my videos have been hidden. So y'all found that shit days later. It's people who won't even know that I had multiple videos this past week.
Shout out to the brother Greg Neal. He says she's just amazing.
Thank you.
And Tay Tay, her Instagram is I am Cecilia Robinson 2. And again, please go out there, share the videos. Like she said, the notifications haven't been going out. But let's get these likes back up. Let's get everybody sharing them again, and y'all, and that's where y'all come in at, and we appreciate y'all consistently showing love.
I say I don't lick my fingers when I cook. That's what old girl did to me. She licked her fingers and made my motherfucking food. Baby, when I looked over there and seen that bitch licking her fingers and her teeth sitting on the side of the bowl, I almost died. What's good, you guys? It's your girl Cece, aka Cecilia Robinson, and a lot of you have been asking me for more content. Well, guess what? More content is here. I've lived a very colorful life. I've been a stripper, a drug dealer, a robber. I've been a felon, a mother, a graduate. I've been all of these things. And each and every Saturday, I'm dropping a new story for members only. So to get this exclusive content, sign up to my member, become part of the Sea Hive, and I'll see you guys there. Y'all have a dope day.